Guys, yesterday the SEC was caught with their pants down. We had a great laugh here on the channel, but it's time to get serious, time to get bullish, as I have an extremely good video for you here today. I've got some things to report on both Ripple and Stellar. I believe you're really going to like things that you're going to want to listen extremely closely to and watch till the end, because this is going to be one of those videos you do not want to miss. Guys, all I ever ask is if you like talking XRP, XLM, digital assets, and more, you know what to do. Go ahead and drop those X's in the comment section, smash that like button, and share the video far and wide. Let others know what is truly happening in this digital revolution. As I want to start right here, because about an hour ago, Just In says, watch your guru. BlackRock launches digital asset fund with, check this out, deposits 100 million USDC on Ethereum network. Just getting started, right? As why aren't more individuals in the cryptocurrency market talking about who is the head of the digital asset department over at BlackRock? Robert Mitchneck, who is who? A former employee of Ripple. And the ties are strong, the ties are tight. As we see the market here today, down 5.6%. The day is a bloodbath for all of cryptocurrency globally. We're seeing retail continuously getting pushed out, getting flooded out before the big explosions come. But we know that what is pumping around the market is memes and nothing else. And so what I will say about that before I move into some very bullish Ripple and Stellar content is that if you're going to get into memes, just understand your risk. There's nothing at all wrong with getting into memes. Small portion, fine. Not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. But have I gotten into meme coins myself in the past? Yes. But if I get profits, I know what to do with them. I dump them over in good coins, solid projects like XRP, like XLM. Big news for Stellar here today, guys, as smart contracts launched on Stellar with 100 million allocated to Soraban Adoption Fund. Growing the ecosystem, growing with smart contracts is the way of the future for Stellar. Having smart contracts on the blockchain is one way to compete going forward 100%. As we talk about competition, who is wearing a Stellar neck strap? Brad Garlinghouse, CEO of Ripple, wearing a Stellar neck strap at the Digital Asset Summit in 2024. Now, I do want to touch on this because over time, over the years, people have largely got it confused about Ripple and Stellar being in competition. Yes, they are trying to compete for a certain amount of market share, but the world of finance is vast, and what Ripple has always went after is the big institutions. They are institutional grade blockchain company going after the big banking system, whereas Stellar focuses on P2P. I think many of you understand that and know that. But what we have to understand is Ripple and Stellar over time have worked with some of the same partners. We know they have both worked with companies such as IBM and Deloitte throughout history. But seeing Brad Garlinghouse wearing a Stellar neck strap means something more than just this neck strap, guys. What this means is that they are in close ties, they're in close quarters, and they have a solid relationship. And so these two powerhouse blockchain companies going after the world of payments, I don't think you could think of a better duo. You've got Ripple with big banking, you've got Stellar with P2P, and these two blockchain companies are set to revolutionize the game and move the world of payments forward together. It says Ripple recognized as best cross-border payment platform of 2024. We are the best, we're at the top, and this is being recognized globally. Speaking of the Digital Asset Summit, take a listen to this and listen extremely closely and share this with anyone and everyone that doesn't understand the direction of this market, where this market is going, because this is extremely bullish.
ETFs, but what they don't see is these wirehouses that are set up in this massive system of distribution that I think Leon was alluding to. So could you give us a little more color there?
Yeah, sure. And then I definitely have some thoughts on whether it's sustainable. If you think about the U.S. retail wealth market, there's sort of two groups. There's RIAs, which you would call IFAs here, which are independent financial advisors. And those are the ones that are buying the ETFs now outside of retail because they can make their own decision. And then there are major national account platforms like Morgan Stanley and Merrill Lynch and Wells Fargo and UBS. And they typically, when an ETF launch, can't go out and sell it to their clients. Those advisors are beholden to the platform approving one or more of these ETFs through their own due diligence process. So if you think of like the SEC approving an ETF is getting over one hump, there is another hump, or actually a series of smaller passageways that the ETFs have to go through before most of the wealth in the US market can buy it. And we're probably a few weeks away from the first of those major wirehouses approving it, maybe a week away. And within a few months, they'll all be able to approve it. So you should think of the flows we're seeing into these ETFs as like the spigot turned on 20%, and there's another 80% to go, and that process is going to take place for a while. And just on the sustainability, I mean, there's been a lot of flows. It's $50 billion or something total AUM in these. But global wealth management's a $100 trillion market. And most of that is short Bitcoin at this point because they have no exposure. So I think these could be hundreds of billions of dollars in a couple years, and I think it will take multiple years before they peak.
Now, guys, with that, I've got a 1-minute clip here from Corey Johnson from Ripple, who says, I believe Ripple is going to be able to demonstrate an intrinsic value for XRP. This is how XRP becomes valuable. This is how we see a 4 to 5 digit XRP in the future. Take a listen.
I saw that, what is, and I'm a Buffett guy, right? I'm a what's the intrinsic value? What's the thing actually worth? The currency notion, gold always seemed like a ridiculous investment to me, right? Because it only has value because someone else has value. Ultimately, it's a greater fool theory notion, right? But the intrinsic value in these coins or in these assets isn't there. Right? It's just hoping someone else is going to find it there. Maybe it's a better way to use security. Maybe it's a better way to use technology. But what I saw in Ripple was something different than what I see in some of these other ones, and certainly a lot of these ICOs, is that the activities of the software company create value in the asset, an underlying intrinsic value. Now, the volatility of these things is because they're trading and because they're tradable assets, and certainly there's going to be volatility in the early days of any tradable asset, or extreme volatility. But I think one of the reasons you have the volatility is because no one's doing that. This is ultimately worth that. This is the price, or that is the price I'm willing to pay for this asset. And I think that over time we're going to see that. And I believe that Ripple is going to be able to demonstrate an intrinsic value for XRP that some of these sillier coins and assets don't have and won't have.
And now, guys, as a long-term holder of both XRP and XLM, I can tell you right now that I've never been more bullish in my life. See what they say on interest rates is going to be extremely interesting to see what the Fed comes out and says. But what I will tell you guys is I've never once been paid from either Ripple or Stellar. I don't need their money. What I believe I need in my digital wallet is XRP and XLM as two of the top digital assets going forward to make generational wealth. That's all I got for you for now, guys. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, share, drop an X in the comments section below, and we'll see you all in the next one.